Yo, we in here?
Yeah!
Let's start with context. Because there's been this prospect. And he's been making strong challenger moves. Punchlines. Flow. Schemes to leave even the top battlers swoon by 2016. Well, we all think he's going to be Don't Flop champion too. Fast forward. Raptor. What happened to you? See, I've been watching your terrible recent battles, and I couldn't find any actual bars. It's been painful to follow it, so like a paleontologist, I've been digging into Raptor's past. Yo, because he fell off with the snow running down him like an avalanche. So now that dream's been running away from Raptor like Alan Grant in Jurassic Park. Yo, see, if it's not the snow, if it's not the snow, then it's a crow. He's so dead I had to bring an army of Calasars and Dragon Glass because he fell off and lost touch and started chasing the crow, Brandon Stark. See, when he first burst on the scene, we thought the kid was inspiring. Then his opponents got better. You were quickly declining shit before Soul. Before Tony, you were slipping and sliding. When you traded pens with Quill, that's when we saw the dip in your writing. And that's the problem with this scene. Yo, that's the problem with this scene. They get one win and a bit of honor, start making demands fast and turn into a prima donna, then switch to Costa like Chelsea when they got rid of Drogba, demanding a bigger offer than what Man United bid for Pogba. You only act the part. Fuck a battle win, you should win an Oscar. Who the fuck goes into title matches sniffing rocks with a fifth of vodka? Who the fuck goes into title matches sniffing rocks with a fifth of vodka?
That wasn't me. Come on, that wasn't me.
Who the fuck goes into title matches sniffing rocks with a fifth of vodka? You thought that you could just achieve that golden ticket off your bucket list but quit when you let Charlie in like Willy Wonka. Yo, and that's the problem. You thought you were writing your future in the mirror you were sniffing off her, but that was the error said it reflects the dead like Lily Potter. Woo! Somebody tell Shitty Horror that he ain't Manchester's best. Somebody tell Shitty Horror that he ain't Manchester's best. Look above us on the card. You ain't even Manny's best dinosaur. They traded Raptor for Rex, and that's because Bobby's original. Bobby's original. You copied Shotty like a usurper and robber. Till I came through first, make him U-turn and drew curtains upon your Shotty's graveyard. Making changes to that plot, we knew you worse in the genre like the It movie. Nobody feared the new version of horror. I said they should be feeding me more, not bringing me right back. This copy of a lifespan bit shot E for his right hand, but while you've been on the vertical drop, he's on the right, fam, so he'll stay on whatever horror's on till he stops being a side man. Yo, fuck anyone who thinks this is a ginormous leap. I'm facing you because all the others hide cautiously. I'll cuss him till he's raging, eyeballs are steamed. Won't even be able to cry normally since I got blocked when the rest of his tear ducked. I had to bring something eye-watering. I don't care if this a home or place he's felt belonged. I'll expose the way he's led you on. The flow is aged, old and grey, no debate, he's never won. Dome gets caved, breath is lost, bones decayed, dead and gone, and sweep him underneath the rug. He's overstayed his welcome on. See, for the last 2 years, you've let this culture down. You were sniffing all the lines and never wrote them down. Couldn't get through. Sniffing all the lines and never wrote them down. Couldn't get through a single verse without choking out. Always arguing, but I'm calmer with it. So you won't make that comeback until you can go around. So watch him talk about the times he's traveled around the world and how he's battled bigger names than me and both still proud. He'll talk about his views, and that's supposed to count. All the while I'm spitting punchlines about you in this moment now, and that's why you never control the crowd. That's why you always get broken down, because you spend the whole battle telling them why you're better and never showing how.
Yo! Everyone make some noise for the poet. He had a good go on that. Poet, virgin, rapid, you listening? You see for you, this is the biggest battle you will ever get in your life. You see for me, it's a realization of how much my rep has declined and the new depths of reside. And the new depths of reside you have been wanting this fucking battle, bro. Begging for time. Every event he was like, yo, Raptor, I think me and you. I was like, no. Every time. Because you see, back then it made no sense in my mind because he had the benchmark set at a height you never could climb. You have a fucking mid-tier battler, bro. Get in your line. That's why half of the top tier that's why half of the top tier battlers you ask for are set to decline, and the other half, you don't even get a reply. You see, this battle would never, ever, ever be mentioned if I was well in my prime, so we had to fall off and hit your level because you couldn't step up to mine. Bow down, you ginger cunt. Because you see, this ain't even a battle, mate. It's more like a massive favour. But the fact you paid me just made it worthwhile for me to have to face you. He's about to catch a case. The jury of the magistrates have passed back the names and the scraps of paper. Case closed. Judge ruled it in Raptor's favour. And I watch a right arrow end craft. If you think the man is greater, I'll snap his jaw quicker than an alligator. Right now, Jack can save you. Not even Danny Jack to save you, are you little? Listen, right now, Jack can save you. Not even Danny Jack the saviour, or your little fucking faggot mate, Harry Baker. I ain't holding back against your pad and paper. Got my head down for the punches like Brian Dennehy in Gladiator. That was the hardest part of this body, kid. You'll all catch it later, but why when you lose the battle do you act like a fucking little bitter faggot hater where every decision agitates you, even though every judge that was sat in the panel voted in a clash against you? You are on your own. If you think you won your last battle, player, I was there. You went out on a limb. I'd have seen Frankie Fraser amputate you. Now I know for a lot of years, this battle was, listen, now I know for a lot of years, this battle was more than you could fathom. Simply put, it shouldn't happen. What have you done for UK battle rap, bro? That'll be left unanswered. Benchmark. You ain't got a place in this field because you substandard. The same with the rest of these. You ain't got a place in this field because you substandard. The same with the rest of these karaoke singers and pop rappers. You have a fucking ginger poet, bro. That scene battle rap was popping and jump wagon. I am a natural fucking rapper. Shit, I take drum patterns. Look at them, turn my fucking drum anthems. See, I'm a natural fucking rapper. I can take drum patterns. Look at them and turn them a fucking club anthems. Shit, I'm the man of this shit too. They all just forget because I went on a little slump backwards, but it's because the drugs got a hold of me like Slim Shady and Drug Ballad. But still, I am a big, listen, Ginger, I am a big fish. And your mid-tier surroundings ain't something I can fit into. It's like putting a great white in a swimming pool. Hey, it's like putting a great white in a swimming pool. You are a minuscule fish in a mini-school. What do we gain from battling this little fool? You want my interviews? I've got interviews with bigger views. And it gets me. Listen. Reload. You see, I am a fucking big fish. And your mid-tier surroundings ain't something I can fit into. It's like putting a great white in a swimming pool. You are a minuscule fish in a mini-school. What do we gain from battling this little fool? You want my interviews? Shit, I got interviews with bigger views, and it gets me mad knowing that I'm gonna have to share a ring with you. So I built up a split or two and laid back, thinking of the money like Snoop Dogg and gin and juice. Get to fuck, you ginger poet.
Yo. You shouldn't mess with Raptor. Because one at a time, he'll fight you all first. Bring his 5'4" lightning storm, then rhyme some more words. But if you really want to piss him off, don't threaten him with violent torture. Just tell him that a raptor is a type of small bird. Because when Tally said that, he went from raptor, I'll strike his jaw, the type to cause hurt, to the little kid who just loves his pirate swords and flying saucer, with a Jurassic Park poster of the Isle of Sauna, little Ryan Warhurst, the fucking dinosaur nerd. But let's talk about that soul battle. Seriously, bro, what the fuck was that? You spat 3 rounds of worth of stuff to man on the forum before the fucking clash. So when he spat his 3 at checkpoint, yeah, I guess it was pretty fair of you to say nothing back. No, because you were dissing him on the forum, and that was a trick for the whole nation, using those tools to try to get the building fixed like a stonemason, but he never replied online. So with the live build and the location, you couldn't convey your belt to him when it was on rotation. You got your soul. Yo, you got your soul taken. Any fan who called you champ, those dreams, they sell you a peak. Shit was a ladder match. Because you going for the belt was a reach. You could have never survived this pen. Plus it was Briggsy who got you the title shot. As soon as you entered the Lion's Den, you died getting a shot of your best friend like Lenny and Mice and Men.
Poetry.
You died getting a shot of your best friend like Lenny and Mice and Men, but... Hold up. Yo. You died getting a shot of your best friend like Lenny and Mice and Men, but hold up. This one's a different story. See, this one's set in a Bible text. Before your body went to soul, there was no comeback after free, so you went to revival next. That's when the shocks came. Expecting to find your friends, but let's run it back. To just after they bought Passover. What you tried to tell your disciples then. When you were sharing your wine and bread and telling them it was the body they remember in life and death, how looking back there'd be trails of evidence, but the real enemy lied to them. His own vision blocked, because in heaven his sights were set, so the truth in the periphery crept through the side and left. That easy 3-0 was a treacherous price he set. Thinking with your followers guarding, that's where you would find a rest, but they sent you in and sent you to fight in jest. So when he stood in front of the crowd, being battered and beaten, they realized he was never the guy he said. And right now he's getting flashbacks of getting denied again, but I'm not the doubter, Ryan, I'm the spirit. Oh, now you're checking your side for flesh, thinking I'm not thorn in his side, but which part is your side when you're buried and lying dead? That thorn in his side was in fact in his mind. And that's why I compared him to Christ instead. If he showed the passion, it's because that crown was getting inside his head.
Poetry.
Yo.
What's he on about?
Yeah, that is poetry, bro. You can't fucking do it. Yo. He's no Messiah. Yo.
Hold it down.
This crowd, man.
Hold it down.
This crowd. Hold down, hold on. He's no Messiah. He played a python, the mistaken life of Brian. But in your song, Diary of a Prisoner, you explain the type of violence, the same that Soul exposed you for on stage to find him crying. Brother, if you're gonna go to war on film, you shouldn't state your diaries writing. Don't front lines. Those pages you should save in private, Ryan. Yo. See, I'm the lawsuit filer to this courtroom liar. See a future in the palm, it's your fortune finder, and hear the explosion and pop when I open his top like a corkscrew driver, turn his behead into a Greek wedding and smash him on the ground like Corfu China. Fuck any international you faced. This is 2 cannons, 3 Jonais, 4 loose ciphers. I said I'm the Kalasar, the dragon father, a torch-proof fighter. You say you beat Calico? Yeah. But Cal was shit that day, and what he bought you is minor. He's saying he took Cal Leasy. So now let's see if he can walk through fire.
What the fuck is he on about? Honestly, what is poetry? What's he on about? Just say you'll let me or something. What is he on about? Poetry, it don't belong in battle rap.
Hold it down!
No!
Round 2 of Raptor, let's go!
Hey, Ginge, check this. Hey, listen. I have earned any fucking battle that I have been in.
Debatable.
I have earned my right to compete beside the elite, and I'm sure they'll all be inclined to agree, while as you had to resort to diss tracks, cheap shots, lies and deceit, the cries and the pleas, and when all that failed, you had to pay your way to be right where you be. That's being shed light on by me. How can you stand there proud? You didn't get this battle on merit. You got this battle by being a pest. By consistently and disrespectfully calling out all of the league's best. You show a bad taste. No touch of class. There's not a sniff of you getting any respect, so listen now it's on sight. I will make you see sense, because this time you didn't strike so lucky. You took a swing at me and got caught out. You thought the ball... Alright, hold it down, because I'll fucking go mad, Rex. Listen, Ginger poet, virgin, smash his head in. It's his fault. You listening?
Keep rhyming, bro.
Alright, you're listening. But this time you didn't strike so lucky. You took a swing at me and got caught out. You thought the ball was in your court. How? Why? Because you made a racket and crossed the line with them, man, just to see them pie you caught out. Don't be such a fucking spoiled sport. What, now you think you can test me? Head, please, you're about to get me. Vex be bestie, come in peace like a wet dream. Mama out. Go rapping! Not poetry! I write in a pad and pen, he writes on a scroll. Send him home before they hit him. Rapid. Because you see, you back. Alright, you listening? Alright. Even I came in this battle with murder on my mind. You came in this battle with Sherpa on your side. Look at him, he looks like a fucking nonce. Am I lying? Poetry! They don't belong here. I'll just freestyle. Listen, I'm telling you, know what I mean? Hey, but listen, now you think you can test me, head please, you're about to get me vexed, beats, bestie, come in peace like a wet dream. I'm on my RAF vesties I'm on my RAF vesties when he's prepped for a jet lead, because when he said when you fall out, we cracked, it's free for all, shoot feet planting with bent knees. You say, they say Luna's religious with his shit, because he can't allow a whack bar, and that shit represents me, because in my head and my heart, I'm religious with his shit too, because of those blessed bees, hey, because of those blessed bees. I mean, I've been wanting this fucking battle, bro. I can only imagine the scenes when you got in this match. He ran straight up to me. I finally got a big battle alarm that he's got in his gas, started popping the glass, pressed the button. Come on. I can only imagine the scenes when you got in this match. He ran straight up to me. I finally got a big battle alarm that he's got in his gas, started popping the glass, pressed the button. Boo! Red lights come on and he flashed, sign on his door said knock in advance. Zip, 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 zip. Bedroom changed to some sort of a lab with a desk, an intense light and a pen on top of the back. Ginger, virgin, poetry. Why are you booking these, man?
Leave me out of it,
It's
man.
supposed to be about rappers, bro. You inboxed me and said this league's about rappers and about putting rappers who make music. He writes on scrolls and he puts them in the oven to make them look 40 years old. He's ginger and he's not had sex in about 9 years. Send him home. You know what I mean? Because I can only imagine the scenes, Ginger, when you finally got in this match. He ran straight up to me. I finally got a big battle alarm that he's got in his gas, started popping the glass, pressed the button. Boo! Red lights come on and he flashed, signed on his door, said knock in advance. Zip, 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 zip. Bedroom changed to some sort of a lab with a desk, an intense light and a pen on top of the pan. Popped open a bottle of shams. Alright, let me go, man. Let me play. It's a poet, you can't do this. You feel me? Listen. Hey, Bagnall, fucking look at me, bro. I'm about to go in. Come on. Listen. Hey, listen. Let me get it out, man. It's me when I get it all out. Listen. Popped open a bottle of shams. Screen drops from a hat so we can watch any clash. Listen! Smash your mum's head in, rapid. Let me rap in it. Please. But anyway, listen. Popped open a bottle of shams. Screen drops from a hat so we can watch any clash of ever bothered to. Hey, listen, Ginge. Screen drops from a hat so you can watch any clash I've ever bothered to have. So we can sit and take notes of the clothes that I've got on my back. From the date, the web, the exact location I've got on the map, and any fucking bar that I've dropped that was bad. You know why? So we can scientifically break down any loss that I've had. Do you know what that shows, Ginge? It just shows me the amount of time that you've got on your hands, on top of the fact you've probably not had a shag as long as a wank. Just look at... Oi. All that shows me is the amount of time that you've got on your hands, on top of the fact you've probably not had a shag as long as a wank. Just look at the fucking job on his hands. Hey. Look at the fucking job on your hands. Because you see, I'm part of that dirty little man firm. We scrap dirty when we at work. I'll let you approach me. Start running up your trap first, James. I'll be like, oh, it's all right. It's all right, it's cool. Let him think he's had the last word. Fucking stab him when his back's turned. You little ginger. Poetry! Virgin! Shite!
Too easy.
This is the most professional class.
Too easy.
Where you gonna die?
Hold it down!
I don't even know me part.
Rap for the craft, man. Let's go.
And he's a poet. Don't send a poet with a rapper because I'll chew him up.
He's not even going to rebuttal that.
You're a rapper, we're a fucking... You're getting a rapper now. Bitch, talk.
Raptor, why are you so angry, man? Have you lost your mind? You rap like you spent your entire childhood being ostracized. Now masculinity of the toxic types become the master with softer side, so he throws a punch instead every time you want to cry, but thinks he's a bad man because he keeps a pocket knife under his sock supply. Yo, so you and Briggsy are definitely top tier. Yo, you and Briggsy are definitely top tier at being fast talkers. See, when I watch through your battles, I have to stop to check that it's not on fast forward because you rush through your rounds quicker than bar crawlers at last orders. Fam, just because you rush through your bars, don't mistake that for a better flow. Most people fear heights and early death or getting old. His biggest fear in life is having to battle over a metronome. Tried to edit, bro. No rhymes with metronome. Breath control. Because you can only beat who's in front of you. And I treated them like stepping stones. You got decked by soul. I'm on the champ's path, the route. I'm stepping stones while he's trying to piece together the old raptor from a set of bones. It's back to that classic craft. Levels that he's never rode. They don't rate me until I'm leaving. And that's when they hit my telephone to bring the god in last minute like an athletic cold-headed goal. Yo. So you can call yourself the better artist, but who's the one gigging and getting shows? You probably still make most of your income from meth and coke while he's been running around in circles, selling snow to xenophobes. I'm way more convincing. While he's been running around in circles, selling snow to xenophobes, I'm way more convincing. I've been selling snow to Eskimos. Fuck you, Cruz. Fuck you, Cruz. Fuck your crews. I'm in another group of cunning shrewd pens, full of underused men like a substitute's bench, but now it's my time to... Full of underused men like a substitute's bench, but now it's my time to bulk up and use strength, man. I'm as tough as Rusev or Cesaro with the gut-wrench suplex. You about to be grounded. Trust me, you dead. These punches do press like Stone Cold Steve when he does the Lou Fez. Lay him down on the ground. Yo, I lay him down on the ground on his back flat. He'll see 5 stars when I jump him like I'm Van Damme. Put a stamp on his head like a snapback. Then make him choke with the soul till he gets flashbacks. Don't act bad. Don't act bad. This is London. This is London. I ain't just some bloke from your town. I lay him down unconscious after choking him out. He'll wake up in the same box in a hole in the ground. Let's see how Raptor actually acts when no one's around. Fam,
What me, what you on about?
You're a letdown.
Get out me face.
Fam, you're a letdown.
Go mad.
How are you gonna go into a league called Don't Flop and choke lots? Fam, between the words Don't Flop, there shouldn't be a colon. Fam, what happened to you and Briggsy's Grand Division? Got too lazy for that too? That league should have popped surely. Oh, you're like the Twitter update. Because the lack of character is the reason you stopped keeping it 140. Yo. See, I was listening to your battle rap resume.
Shut up, boy.
Yo, I listened to your 7-minute shit round, listen to mine. Yo, I listened to your battle rap resume, and that was pissing me off. Bragging about how you put no effort in and did it for guap, quote unquote. Not even caring about the win or the loss, happy to let down all his fans at a ridiculous cost. See, UK's in the shit, and some people blame it on individual wrongs and pin it on one. That might be right, but Don't Flop was best for years, and now it's king of the dots, so choked out. Don't waste any more time, money, or effort on lazy, arrogant dickheads who consistently flop. Let's create another golden age of battlers with the British on top. Craft.
Ginger, virgin, poetry.
Top tier, bro. Way too easy.
Top tier. Get out of my ring, you.
Way too easy.
Listening. No, don't pause me, shots, mate. Listen, you're in my ring. I spend as much time as I want. You ginger, you do poetry, and you're a virgin. Listening, there's levels to this shit, Bagnall. Now let me help you see. When I was co-main event in ABW, he was on the undercard battling. Excuse me. Bless you, G. Because you can't play, listen, you can't play with a legend like FIFA settings because the pad doesn't be effective. I mean, alright, let's go. Listen. Make noise, he's a opponent. Go! Hey, listen, I hope my FIFA heads in here because this is naughty shit. Goes, yo, because see, you can't play with a legend like FIFA settings because the pad doesn't be effective. I mean, alright, you can be offensive, but then counteracts and he's left the switch and he's defensive. I mean, I only called you out because of where you broke. She fucking mouth on make you broke. You know, ginger twat. She fucking mouth on make you broke. No, I don't want to hear any talk of a fight when you go with me. You are ginger and do poetry. Where are we gonna meet for the fight? Right beside the poetry. You phony, please. You look like you phone police. Your own persona screams, homie, please. So behold, it's me. I'm only here because I've opposed the fee that you chose to meet. Money doesn't grow on trees, but always speaks, and it spoke to me. And that's the only reason. difference in rap and poetry, brother. Listen, and Money Speaks and always spoke to me and me. Listen, and Money Speaks and always spoke to me. Now, where's Snoop? Because you see when Snoop put you on his league, I was pretty skeptical when he gave you that match. But then, listen, yeah, you know, smack him in his head and let him know. Listen, when Snoop gave him that battle, I was pretty skeptical that he'd give him that match. But then I had a think, and it was a prank. Listen, and then he had a think, and it was a prank. Ginger has a lisp and he actually spits when he raps. The league's called Gift of the Gab. He took the piss out you, man. So fuck you and your motherfucking speech impediment. If I stabbed you, you'd bleed irrelevance. Out with a rapping skills. Poetry. Look at him. Supposed to be pushing rappers, brother. Supposed to be pushing rappers. Why is he here with his pirate scroll and that? Send him home.
Come on, bro, get one round.
I'm telling you, you're listening.
Make it
So
2-1.
always me. No, so Money Speaks and money doesn't grow in trees. But Money Speaks and he spoke to me. Money Speaks and he spoke to me. What? Yeah, yo, listen. Yes. Poetry, you don't do that in poetry. That's a rapping thing, brother. Listen, you ginger. Don't, you know. Listen, you ginger. And my best mate's Ginger, and I know he struggles, but you're the poet as well. But you're the poet as well, so I know you suffer more. Innit? Am I lying? Suffers. Am I lying? I don't even need to write for the guy, because he's a poet. And you can't send the poet in a ring with a battle rapper. You can't, because he's Ginger, virgin, a poetry. Send him home. Send him home. Has he got bored enough? No. Them man have loved them same 3 simple words more than any of you bars. Because you're Ginger, you're a virgin, and you write poetry.
Bleed irrelevant.
Listen, I've got it. Listen. You wish you wrote that. Innit? Hey, listen, if I stabbed you, you bleed irrelevance. Out with the old, in with the new, and that shit's been a testament to my redevelopments. So watch me crush anything in my path like stampeding elephants, because as you've heard, I'm angry. Yeah? I have lost more battles than you have won. Why aren't you in the position I am in? You know why? Ginger, virgin, poetry, it doesn't sell. I have lost more battles than you've won. But you must be crazy stupid if you think that you've got what it takes to do this. I've got punches I can shake the room with. You best get to somewhere safe for you quick, because there's a killer at bay like the Vegas shootings, big. Because there's a killer. Listen, tell him. Because there's a killer at bay like the Vegas shootings. I'ma take it to him. Organs blazing and the rage of fluid. You best get it into your thick fucking skull before I break into it, and you need doctors to drain the fluid from your brain's producer. You Ginger. Poetry, virgin. Send him home, baby. Yo, jump over and give him a round.
Please do, bro.
Do you know why?
I need a battle here.
Because he's Ginger. He does don't cut me off, Tad. Listen, what do you mean, old time? He's Ginger. He's a virgin. And he does poetry. Wow, can you get any worse combinations? Ginger's bad enough. Don't do poetry. Don't do poetry when you're Ginger. Don't do poetry when you're Ginger.
Time!